All right, I'm gonna get comfortable here and sit on my foot because that's what you do when you're gonna get real. I was gonna turn the chair around and like sit like this, but kind of like, you know, a high school guidance counselor would, but I'm not gonna do that right now. This is a video that, and again, I just turned on the camera and I decided to just record it. I was kind of thinking about it a little bit throughout the morning. I just didn't know what exactly, I didn't know how to start it. And I've been wanting to make this video for a while because I started this YouTube channel. Well, I've had this YouTube channel for, I don't know, maybe 10 years. I mean, you can look on my channel. The video is still there. It was just a silly test video where I'm just staring. I did it with my webcam of my MacBook, and I'm just like staring at the camera, and I just pulled up a piece of paper and I said, this is a test. And that was it. And then I didn't really do anything with this YouTube channel really until 2016. So 2016 was when I just, you know, after watching so much YouTube and seeing so many, being kind of inspired by a lot of different creators. I mean, I used to watch a lot of Ryan Connolly over at Film Riot, and just watching the progression of all the stuff that they've done. And I'll link them below because they're an amazing channel. They're still around. They're still producing a lot of indie film content, and that guy's going to be a Hollywood director someday, and he's getting so close, and I'm so proud of how that channel grew, and the content that they produce is just amazing. So I always watched a lot of that and a lot of photography tutorials because I've been a photographer for, oh my gosh, like 15 years, and I've never really considered myself a professional photographer. But I guess when you're doing something for 15 years, I think by default you become kind of a professional in that field. So that's kind of where I'm at now, but I'm still learning, and I'm not perfect. YouTube to me was just a way for me to just watch other people that are creating and that are creative and kind of being inspired by them, but never really doing anything about it. Like kind of thinking like, oh man, it would be cool if I did something like that. And there were years where I kind of dabbed at it. There was a YouTube channel I started a while back called Screen Bums TV, and I think it's still around. And I was kind of doing movie reviews, and I would talk about, I love watching movie trailers. So I would kind of talk about like what movie trailers came out that week, and what movies are coming out that week. And, you know, it's because I was interested. I like movies and I like movie trailers and all that. I did that for a while, and that was kind of like a way to kind of scratch the creative itch that I was having. You know, then life happened. Then I became a dad, and then I became a dad again. And so my son Logan was born in 2012, and then my son Blake was born in 2014. And then my son Dylan was born in 2017. So like before my wife got pregnant with my third son, Dylan, I kind of came across the whole idea of vlog channels, like vloggers. And I came across Matty Hapoya, and he had a channel called Travel Feels at the time. And then he kind of introduced everybody to Peter McKinnon. And then I started watching his stuff. And at the same time, I stumbled onto a viral video that Casey Neistat did, and I started watching his vlogs and going, wow, like this is something that people do. Like I was kind of doing this before vlogging existed. Like I was always recording and taking pictures of stuff. And then, you know, once iPhones came out and you can record on your iPhone, I was using an iPhone. But my wife and I for like a whole year were documenting our lives on this little Sony Vloggy, which I did a video that's on this channel. If you search back from in 2010, we vlogged our trip to Miami. And I just never did anything with the footage until recently. There's good and there's bad to sharing your life like that. But the idea of just creating content that was entertaining on a regular basis was so cool. It seemed so cool. So I decided to throw my hat in the ring in 2016, and I just started doing videos of just what we were up to, my wife and I and our two boys. And then it kind of turned into this thing where I was putting a video out like once every couple weeks, and it was based on, you know, whatever adventure we went on. Like, you know, we went to Governor's Island. We live here in New York. We went to the zoo. We did a video on that. We went to the farm. Went to the beach, went to the pool. So anytime we did something fun or interesting that you would normally do a home movies on, I just decided to put these little things together and edit them, and it would be something that we can watch together as a family. And my sons absolutely loved it, and they became my audience. I didn't think that we would get views, and we don't really have views on those videos, but my family loves to see it, and it was a great way for us to share what we're doing with our family as well. You know, it's so easy just to send them a link to a video and say, hey, look, this is what we did. Check out this video. The boys were so funny. Check this out. At the end of the day, even if no one ever watches this stuff, it's still a great way to kind of archive your life. You know, it's always going to be there on YouTube, and you could always go back and watch it. So from a practical standpoint, it's kind of interesting because it's like having free cloud storage for your home videos, even though you should definitely back up your stuff. Don't just rely on having it on YouTube. Watching guys like Casey and Peter and Maddie and even Sean Canal over at Think Media and so many others that it's hard to name them all, but so many that I regularly watch and are kind of encouraged by and inspired by, I just started dabbing at different types of videos, like reviewing stuff. And I got a GoPro for the first time, and the GoPro Hero 5 back when it came out in 2016, and that's what I started vlogging with, and had my issues with that camera, and I documented it, and you can see all the videos on there. So now we're in 2020, and for the most part, I work on a lot of my wife's content. She has a channel called Simply Made Fancy, and she's a DIYer. She's a cook, a baker, and an amazing mom and an amazing wife. And so I've been helping produce videos for her on a regular basis. And this channel, my channel, kind of fell by the wayside a little bit. I also started a channel called Jedi Toy Masters that is basically a way for my sons and I to be silly and talk about Star Wars and talk about Star Wars toys, which is something that we love to do together. So I consider like a passion project, just like a hobby. And my wife's channel is really the channel that I've been I'm like her unpaid number one employee for her channel, because I basically shoot, edit, and produce all of her content. And it helps that creative itch. It helps scratch that creative itch. But then when it comes to this channel, my channel, I've never been able to kind of pinpoint what this channel is about. I'm just a family man with a camera. And that's basically who I am at this point in my life. I'm a husband, a father, and a creator, content creator that just anytime I can, I'll put something together. So moving forward, I just wanted to kind of make this video really for myself, so that at some point I'll look back at this video and see where I was now in 2020, the beginning of 2020, basically saying, I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep creating these family vlog videos that I enjoy making because my family enjoys watching them. And also, whenever I can, create videos where I talk about the things that interest me, which is cameras and gear and tech. A lot of YouTube experts would probably say, well, you have to niche down, Maurice. Your channel can't just be about, your channel can't be about, camera gear, but then also about your family. Either you're a family vlog channel, or you're a camera gear channel, or you're a filmmaker channel. You can't do all of them. And, as far as like growing a channel and the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm and all that, yeah, I understand, you gotta niche down, and you gotta do all the things that you gotta do to make your channel more attractive to a specific viewership. But this is who I am. I'm a family man with a camera. I'm a husband and a father and a camera and a photographer, and I like to create videos. So this is what I'm going to keep doing. So future me, if you're watching, I don't know where this road is going to lead us, but I just wanted to make this video because, they say you should write your goals down. You should write things down. And sometimes just writing them down or saying them out loud is enough to spark something to begin to happen. And that's what I'm hoping for here. This video is for me. And if you happen to watch it, I hope it gives you a little idea of who I am. And if you check out some of our other videos on here, we're just trying to put something positive out there. There's so much negativity in the world. There's so much evil in the world. And even here on YouTube, like, it's so easy to just make content where you're criticizing or you're bashing or just negativity sells. So, but I just want to put something positive out there, and not in a fake way, not in a pushing way, but more like, this is just the content that I enjoy. So I want to create content that I enjoy, and I enjoy getting to see families doing things together and enjoying each other. And I also am a freak when it comes to cameras and tech gear. I'm also frugal, and I also always want to find the cheapest way to get something done. So, that's basically it. So again, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Please hit like, because it helps the channel. I hope the YouTube algorithm shines a light on us. But this is who we are. This is who I am. And in 2020, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. So I'm going to end it here because I have nothing else to say. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.